What's going on, fight fans? This your guy undercard in boxing. Uh, After a long day of work, what's the best thing to do to kind of ease and decompress your mind? Of course, talk about boxing. So, amazing weekend last weekend. You had Tank versus Garcia. I know everyone's been buzzing about the pay-per-view numbers, the gate, uh, what a performance, what boxing has done, and pretty much the life injected into boxing. Even for me myself, I'm running into people and finding out, they're not casual fans. They're just as hardcore boxing fan as I am. They just don't talk about it as much. But a lot of people interested in the state of boxing, what happens next, uh, who do we want to see Tank fight? How does Garcia bounce back after the defeat? You know, Another guy that not a lot of people spoke about, but David Morrell, who had an absolutely spectacular performance on the as the co-main event to that card. He had a first round knockout. He made the guy look like a nobody, but that guy definitely was a somebody. And excuse me, excited for the state of boxing. I think this would be the first quarter of boxing. This would be, because DAZN Showtime puts out a schedule in increments where it doesn't give you from January to December. It gives you January to a certain month, and then they add. They give you, June to a certain month, then they add. So if this is the first half of boxing, and we've already gotten two Tank Davis's fight, we've gotten, let's see, we've had Fundora fight. We've had what's going on just do boxing. Man, even on the birthday, the man pops up. I appreciate you 1,000%, bro. Thank you for coming by. Enjoy your birthday, man. Tell Miss Do to take it. Miss Joette, hello. What's going on, family? I knew if I put it up, y'all was gonna pop up. I kind of knew. But we just cooking on the ride home. About to enter the Holland Tunnel. Bring myself back to Jersey from NYC. Salute. Thank you guys coming by. Just doing a quick little recap. State of boxing, how it's in a good place, how if your favorite fighter hasn't fought as of yet, he's probably due to make an announcement for a scheduled fight. I think everything is done within an 8-week increment, so that way they get a full camp in before fights have taken place. So seeing that Boots keeps putting that a date is coming soon, which means Showtime will be releasing more dates, which is one of my favorite fighters. So I'm excited for his fight date. A lot of people may have forgot, but Cool Boy is still scheduled to go over to Japan and fight Inoue for his 2 belts. And now that Akhmadalahov has lost his 2 belts to Talapia, or I'm not sure, I'm saying his name completely wrong. I apologize. But now that he's lost his 2 belts, it's either going to be a rematch for that fight, or there's a possibility that if Cool Boy is successful in his fight, he can come and do a unification, something he's been unable to do with MJ. Absolutely, Miss Joette, the queen. Miss Joette is everywhere. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, guys. So I was just kind of rapping with you guys because after we've had such a high of last week of boxing, then you kind of get like this kind of slowdown of boxing with this week not really knowing who's fighting, what's going on. There's not a lot of promotion. I just want you guys to know that you can always check Undercard in Boxing for fight updates. I'm going to post them. There's actually 2 fight cards on tonight. There is an app called BXNG. You can search it in any type of, if you're an Android user, if you're an iPhone user, it's in the Play Store. It's an app that you can download. I believe the fee is $19.99. And what they do is they put on fight cards. I would say every day, but it's not every day, but majority of the time they have on boxing. And local fights, sometimes they're in Florida, sometimes they're in Philadelphia. But this is a great app. If you really enjoy boxing, I'm telling you, download this app and you're gonna get boxing on when you least expect it. And the cards are very good. You know, whoever is running this app has been doing a good job. They're not loud about what they're doing. They're just continuing to put fight cards on. You don't really get any interruption when you're on those apps. BXNG for boxing. You know, it's another app, it's another platform, I will say, that's putting on boxing, and it's always good for those who love boxing, like we all do in this chat. And I thank you once again for stopping by. And there's also, so Lou DiBella is putting on a show right here in NYC tonight, and it's going to be broadcast on Dazn. So Lou DiBella, who you know kind of works with everyone, he's kind of the guy who will make, you know, deal with Matchroom, will work with Showtime, or he used to work with Showtime. He just goes around, he has his fighters, he uses their platform, and you know, there you go, you get another quality fight. The gentleman, which I kind of just saw on Twitter, was speaking about that since he was named, that since he came out and he said that he hurt Ryan in sparring, and that people have been calling him a rat, people have been calling him names, that he just wants to speak up for himself and say that wasn't the case. He was paid $6K for sparring, and in sparring, which is what you're supposed to do, you know, you're trying to hurt the guy, or you're supposed to help him. So in helping him, he hurt him to the body, and people are saying that might be a problem. That's good. And yes, I've been enjoying my day. No issues at all. Great energy. Thanks for asking. Yeah, dude, man. Beautiful. Yo, the birthday brought the energy up, man. I felt it. I felt it today. Happy birthday once again. Kurt, a real one. Met you. Ever since I joined this YouTube space, you've been nothing but embraceful to me. That's why I reached out personally. Wish you every day. The support, the love, the hey, yo, Cam, do this. This is how you do that. It doesn't go unnoticed. You've helped a lot of people. You've helped me so much grow my channel. You know, people have said that YouTube is a grimy place, and be careful. But I'm telling you, I've ran into, maybe it's my energy, but I've ran into some real ones on the YouTube platform, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys, especially the you know, advice that you give me when no one's looking, the things you relate to me, the encouragement. You know, I really appreciate that 1,000%. So, you know, boxing is going on at Dazn. Your favorite fighter probably hasn't fought yet. And, you know, if we're at the first half of the year for boxing and we have, let's say, 4 quarters of boxing to go, the possibilities are endless. You have the summer, you have the winter. They're not going to have big lulls or gaps where you don't have boxing. We've heard Jamal Charlo say that he's possibly going to be returning to the ring sometime in June. That would be great for boxing. Jamel, who has an injured hand, says he's going to be returning soon. Everyone saw him out at the fight, so I know that people probably asked him a million questions about his hand, how he's feeling. You know, the one thing about the Tank Davis fight in Las Vegas was that you got to see your favorite fighters. You got to see, you know, Danny was there, Cool Boy was there, young, old, new generation, old generation. Everyone kind of pulled up for that event because they knew being in the building was going to be something special. And what they got from that was something special. Not just the performance, the atmosphere, I would say circus, but just the thrill of just being in that arena. When Tank Davis puts on an event, it's either you're there or you have to see it, because you know he's going to do something spectacular. One thing that a lot of people, I don't see people speak about, is the different ways in which he's beating people. If a guy has the skills where it's not just right hand or left hand, or look out for this, because this is only temporary blindness, body power, right hand, left hand. You're going into the ring and you're looking out for 1,000 different things. How are you going to prepare yourself? Who are you going to bring for sparring that can do everything? You might get a guy who does one thing well or 2 things well, but a guy that does everything, that's going to be something spectacular. I truly appreciate all the support from all y'all. For real, y'all real family. You already know. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, when I go out to South Jersey on May 13th, Just, I'm probably going to hit you up, because it's an hour from me, and I'm probably going to pass by and say what's up. I don't know what's going on May 13th for you, but I know I'm going to be in South Jersey, so I'm going to definitely I'm gonna send a kite. Just, yeah, caw, and we're gonna link up. And thank you for everyone that's stopping by. Uh, Please don't forget to punch that like button. I just wanted to chat for a little bit. If y'all want to come into the chat, ask a question. Um, it seems that I thought that Laura and Danny was going to be the next fight, but I guess since Laura is the new WBA champ at 160, he doesn't want to do a catch weight with Danny, which I can understand not wanting to, you know, have to bring yourself down. You are the champion. You hold the belt now. If it was just a regular fight and it was supposed to happen at a catch weight, I can see why his approach might be different. And I would want my belt on the line for any fight that I'm going to have. And I respect that, But he is a older gentleman. I know. I think Jamal has already beat. I think both Charlos have beat Laura already, if I'm correct. So making a second or third fight with them may not appease a lot of people, but Laura's still a good fighter. It would probably be a unification between him and Jamal. I don't know if that's something as a possibility. I actually wanted Jamal to get, to get Triple G. I don't care if he's 41 years old. If Canelo can fight him, why can't Jamal? He had two belts at the time. He had the IBF and the WBA. I wanted to see that unification because, if Jamal had three belts at 160, then, it eliminates a lot of the chatter that, oh, he's just an email champion. He's only got one belt. He's only defended that belt so much time. It's like, all right, let's get over it. It's not like the guy has not been seeking out good and quality fights. I also saw something that this is not confirmed, but it's something that I saw, and I wanted to know if you guys thought it would be a good fight. Jaime Munguia versus Dervinchenko. I think Jaime's at 160. What do you guys think of that fight? Some people say this will be the fight that Jaime gets exposed. I don't. It's a good fight. Dervinchenko is long in the tooth. He's had some pretty good, some tough fights. He's went up against some quality opponents, and it seems that he's fallen short each time and each opportunity he's gotten. But he is a quality fighter. I know he went the distance with a few fighters, and always is game. A Ukraine fighter, skilled, great footwork, does the best he can. What do you guys think about that fight for Jaime Munguia? People were thinking that this is similar to a Pavol versus Zerto, where the first time that he's tested by a quality opposition, he's going to look and show how bad he is. Let's see, I don't care about either one, but I'll watch. Miss Joette. Miss Joette, I got a question. Who's your favorite fighter? There goes a question. There goes a conversation starter. That's true. I mean, a lot of people don't, but maybe if they package that fight right, put it on the right card, as an undercard, or would be a cool fight. Yeah, I think it would be a cool fight. I think it's a test for Jaime Munguia, to say the least. It's at least letting us know what level he's on. That's someone who's challenged for a world championship. Something that I know Jaime is a champion at 154, but he's been given multiple opportunities to try to win a belt at 160 and turned it down for reasons that I cannot fathom. I mean, if I get the likes of if I was a professional fighter at 160 and they offered me Janibek for a world title, I'm signing on the dotted line. I know maybe there's the loyalty to Golden Boy, where he knew if he was to sign that contract, he would have to fight on Top Rank. But I think why not make me a champion and I bring back the belt, and then I can now you can brand me as a champion on DAZN. It just, for me, it made more sense. Wilder, Tank, Spence, then Boots. Ooh, you like them heavy hitters, them knockout punchers. You like those guys that, put people to sleep. Wilder, Tank, Boots. And I know Spence has the ability. He just likes beating people up because he's a savage. Well, we can talk a little Wilder. Do you think Now, we've been told, or I've heard, that there's a possibility of Wilder versus Joshua in December to end the year in Saudi. Do you think? I like power. Do you think that he should take an interim fight in between that, even if they're negotiating a fight in December? Do you think he should take like a stay busy fight? Because the last time he fought was in October. Do you think Wilder should take a fight in the interim, just like pretty much Joshua did, where he fight Jermaine Franklin? Do you think Wilder should take a fight in between that negotiation? Because December is a long time from October, and that would be more than a year off of getting in the ring. And like sparring is one thing, but fighting is a whole different animal. And we would definitely want Deontay Wilder at his best, whether we think he's going to win or not versus Anthony Joshua. I think that he should definitely take a fight. Not for he doesn't need any tune-up for Joshua. Damn. Everyone keeps saying that Joshua is underappreciated. I think the opposite. I think that our expectations for him are higher than he has for himself. And what happens is we see the potential of what he can be, and he doesn't. So he lets us down as the fans because we think you could be greater, not the opposite way. We're not saying you're not great. We're saying you could be greater than you actually are. Not for Joshua. Let me see what this says. Yeah, Wilder should take a tune-up fight, stay active and healthy. Absolutely. I mean, that would be his third fight with Malik Scott was the Hellenius fight, and we've seen what he is working on. As you can see, it's more, set things up, jab, jab, punch, where the right hand is his power punch, but he wants to throw it at different angles, move, feint, do different things to get you into that power shot. So I'm liking what I'm seeing them work on, and I'm excited for him to continue to work with Malik Scott. But I want to see it. When Wilder fights, that too is a spectacle. That too has to be on pay-per-view, and that too draws eyes to the thing because if he hits someone the right way, they are going to sleep. So I definitely want him to take one. Just playing, but yeah, of course he should. I mean, maybe he shouldn't. The fact that Tank is back in the gym is that saying that? What do you think about him? What if he fights 4 times in 1 year as an elite fighter? Would that be unheard of? If Tank fights 4 times in the year, like he gives us 2 fights in the beginning, because this is like the first quarter, and then 2 fight in the end. Man, Tank, I don't want you to burn yourself out. I don't want you to go too crazy, but as a boxing fan and a boxing supporter, I wouldn't mind that not one bit. If you said, listen, this year I'm going to give you guys 4 fights. I'm gonna fight Devin Haney, and I'm gonna fight Shakur, or I'm gonna fight any combination of 2 people. I would love that for boxing. Like, AJ hasn't looked good lately. I got Wilder too in that fight. I think what it is AJ still has the cachet of his name. He has the looks, he has a smile, he's very well spoken. So it's like 2 spectrums. Wilder from Alabama, country. AJ, it's like, clean cut in the suit. But we like Wilder because Wilder does the things that our expectations for him, he actually goes out and performs. AJ seems to drop the ball when it comes time to perform. What you said, Mr. Chouette. I would love it. That would show us that he's not. He's not playing around. You could tell by the people around him in his camp. He says he's trying to do something to prove, because you have like people coming behind him. It's Jalil Tucker. There's the guy, the prospect that they call Little Tank, that he has in his camp also. That's what's in the Olympics or the trials. You also have Mia Ellis, who he calls his sister. There's a lot of people in the GTD camp who's watching what Tank's doing. Like, can Truck Simpson be a big star? Absolutely. Because he grew up with Tank, it's one thing to now use use the platform that Tank is going to be putting you on if you're going to be fighting on his undercard. You know, first you're the undercard fighter, then you're the co-main fighter, then you're right up. You get what I'm saying? If you because what has already been done can be redone, and that's what Tank was trying to show us. Like, this is how I was built. I'm gonna build Tank. Now Tank's job is to build the guy coming below him. Lorenzo Truck Simpson, Mia Ellis, Jalil Tucker. A lot of the people that you're seeing, yeah, I like Truck. I like Truck too. He had a decision win over Pacheco, and he's now trying to get back in. If you notice, he kind of was moving around. He was signed to DHP, Devin Haney. He was trying to fight on Top Rank. But, you know, sometimes you have to let people go out, blossom, and eventually when they come home, then, you know, it's better for everyone. So Truck is home. He's with family. And hopefully, as time cards get put out, he can be put on the undercard. I think that would be really good for him and his career. Salute to GTD and the Rod. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm going over there tonight. So, Tim Layton, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm definitely going over to the Rise today. I'm going to show them some love. Not only for Tank, but what they do for the community of Baltimore, getting the kids off the street, giving them a safe haven, boxing, teaching them discipline. Someone like myself grew up with sports and realizing how much it did for me. I can respect what they're doing, not just for boxing, but, you know, I've seen people call into the show and talk about how Coach Calvin saved their life by simply being a coach and keeping them out of certain things. And how, man, he had like an old Buick truck that he would fit like 6 people in the back and drive them to certain things to keep them away from certain things. So, you know, I can respect that. And I definitely salute the Rise podcast. Please go like and subscribe. They are hilarious. They talk boxing. It's a family community over there. We're calling Tank Bank Davis from now on. Not Tank Davis, Bank Davis. Let's see, what does it say? They're coming on tomorrow night. They have a special guest show at 5:30. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Miss Joette. They are very humble. And yeah, respect, correct. Coach Senior, Coach Squeeze, they've been nothing but showing love. They've supported. They've gone to other platforms. If you notice, they're not cantankerous. They're not looking for a fight. They're asking to be respected. Hey, can you give us some respect? Okay, cool. No problem. We'll go out and prove it. Like when I speak to them, it's always genuine. They show love right back. And that's why we salute them, and we salute them being boxing, being the face of boxing, being involved, giving a stepping stone for a lot of other guys coming up. If Gervonta Davis can do what he did with the WBA, let's say, interim belt, I think of a guy like Boots, who he may not get a belt for a while, but that doesn't mean his starship has to come to a close or he has to now play the background. You're considered a champion. There's to other sanctioning bodies. What best to do than to go around, fight for that belt, defend that belt, and prove that not only am I a champion, but I can conduct myself as a champion. I'm going to make weight. I'm going to make these fights. I'm going to give people a spectacular performance. And I'm going to continue to do that until my opportunity arrives. Like, I would try to be in the ring as much as possible just to keep it going. Thank you. Oh, of course we cooking, man. We Bank Davis banking up the Brinks truck. I mean, if you just think about the amount of marketing that went into the promotion, how they used different platforms to grab people. Like, people were talking about that Twitch thing for days. Days. They were on ESPN. Did you guys peep that? That they did an interview side by side on ESPN? No, nobody saw that? Okay, I did. Which means you made sure to spread Ryan and Tank across all platforms. They are laying the blueprint on how to do a cross promotion. Now, I didn't see a lot on Dazn. I did not. but I realized that Showtime was doing the heavy lifting. So that's why you saw most of their cameras, their interviews. But there was some stuff. There was an off the glove with Tank on the zone for the promotional reasons. But the side of the street, like, shout out to Just Do Boxing, says is no more. There is no such thing as a size of the street. When a big fight can generate this much money, why would you ever draw a line in the sand and say, yo, I don't want that. I don't want that money. You guys, you stay over there. We're gonna keep doing 17 shows to generate half of what you guys did. There should be no such thing as size of the street. Promoters need to come together, make the biggest fights, the fights that we want. That's why when I heard O'Shaquie Foster being called out by Joe Cordina, clicked in my head, up cross, and guess what? PBC is never afraid to send their champions to another network to fight. They're never afraid to go, okay, Tony Harrison. I'm not sure if y'all noticed, that was also a cross promotion. They cross promoted with the Australian brand that Tim Tszyu was fighting on. I think it was called KOY. That was a cross promotion. They allowed Tony Harrison, who was a Showtime PBC fighter, to go fight on another network, even though some of it was also shown on the zone. I mean, on Showtime, but cross promotion, meaning we both eat. We both eat. No such thing as size of the street. Erase that. Get that from all the back in the day fights couldn't be made. Shakur and Tank can be made. Frank Marsh, Keyshawn can be made. All it takes is for one guy on one side and the other guy on the other side to say, yes, I want to make this fight happen, and I'm going to stand 10 toes down until you guys make this fight happen. That's it. We are now at the H-Town boxing. What's good, G? Gotta happen with Loma and Haney. What you think? Oh man, that's a good fight. It's a good fight. I don't know. We were just talking about this at work. You see, if the narrative they're trying to push out is that Loma is old, Loma's going to surprise a lot of people. But Haney, young, fast, strong. It's the age old. Is he too young? Is he too inexperienced? Has he not been tested enough? Will Loma show him that not only are their levels, but sometimes being older is better for you? I don't know. I got Devin Haney, but I'm telling you, it's going to be. I'm going to be biting my nails that entire fight. It's not like it's quick cut and dry, like done deal. I don't think that this fight is anything like that. It might be like 55-45. If I had to put a number to it. What is with all this traffic? Hello? Must be an accident. What's going on? Yeah, that's how H-Town, salute H-Town. Whenever I have a stream, you are always there. I appreciate you, man. You're always shouting me out. You are always saying what's up. I just want to salute you, H-Town. Thank you. Hope you made some money last week on that Tank fight. I hope you put a grip on it and got back an extra grip. I know Loma is older, but he's still sharp with the angles and experience. Yes. And I don't want people to just assume that the older guy cannot also be, because maturity is a big thing, especially in boxing. You know, how you mature in boxing is what you call it. That's what they say. You have to get these fights under your belt so you can know where you stand, so you can know where you're at. That's why we want to see our prospects tested. This is what YSM Sports Media. What's up, Jamil? How you doing, bro? Oh, man, you're doing great work, bro. Great work. Your energy is unmatched. Jamil's doing mad work. He's in Jim's, Breadman, Greg, all the Smoke Hackett, fighters. Man, I need some of the fighters that you're talking to on my channel, too, because I don't know who they are. I see their names, and I be looking for them like, I need Musa. Is Musa fighting soon? What GTD stands for? That's a good question. Javante Tank Davis? Isn't that his name? Isn't that what GTD stands for? Facts, 100%. I think it stands for his name, Javante Tank Davis. I think that's what GTD stands for. If it's Gorilla something something, then I don't know. You got to ask the Rise podcast. They would definitely have the answer to that question. But I think it's his name. Is anybody in the chat know? It's right. It's Miss Joette says yes, and Miss Joette's mostly right. Salute. Yeah. So a lot of good fights. You still got the Cool Boy fight coming. They're trying to put together Cambosis versus Maxie Hugh for his IBO belt at 135. So George is once again trying to become champion. That's going to be a good fight because we're going to see how George does against another lightweight champion, contender, belt holder. And then we're going to judge how he looked against Devin Haney. And, we'll start our comparisons from there. We'll try to put together the triangle theory where we'll say, this guy is this and this guy is that, just to make it fit into our little box. And so that way we can feel smart when we make our decision. According to the GTD, Jamil, I think it's according to Tank. I don't know. Like I believe it's you don't remember the episode from Martin? Nah. Somebody fill me in. Nah, I don't remember that episode. Damn, I need gas. Oh. Ooh. So what we say? Yeah. So May 20th, Haney Loma. You also have the female card of Katie Taylor versus Chantel Cameroon. If you don't know who the other girl she's fighting, she beat Jessica McCaskill for her undisputed belt. And McCaskill has not been in the ring since that fight. I believe she is still a champion in another, I think she held 2 belts. So she hasn't been back in the ring. She's been doing a lot, movies, broadcasting for Dazn, but no ring announcement as of yet. You also have Clarissa Shields versus Hannah Gabriels. You have Crenshaw Cruz versus Marshall as the co-main event to Eubanks versus Liam Smith rematch. Liam Smith did not have the opportunity to go fight for a belt, but instead went and took the rematch with Chris Eubanks. So that's saying something. Maybe it's a grudge match where he just wants to beat him and prove that he is who he says he is. And I'm excited, Let's see. Yeah, Jamal, I don't get that part. Let's see, I had to the street. Comment. Yeah. What else? Yeah, so Edgar Chavez, salute. Thank you for stopping by. What's going on? Jersey's in the building. I'm in Jersey. I'm at 11B, Edgar. I'm in some traffic. I'm on, was this 280? Yeah, I'm on 280 right now. About to get off. Ugh. So I just decided, my drive home from work. Maybe I should do this more often. Call it riding with Campbell in the nighttime. Or whenever there's a fight card. I won't be calling the fight, but I'll be talking to y'all in between that. Funniest shit ever. Oh, yeah, it's damn traffic. Yeah, fact. I don't know why it's so much traffic, bro. I mean, that's probably because I'm usually home by now. I ain't usually on the road this time. But yeah, there is a lot of traffic right now, but that's fun. I'm kicking it with y'all. Y'all keeping me company. I should drop a link. Let me see if I get this link. And when you're doing it on your broadcast info. Wait, no. Yep. That's not it. Hold on. Nope, that's not it. You're on YouTube. I'm curious to see the dude that said he hurt Ryan in sparring, right? Yeah. I'm glad they didn't pull him from the card. But $6K for sparring? Yo, maybe I could be Ryan's sparring partner. He can knock me out for $6,000. I'll just show up. Yeah, I'm trying to drop the link. I'm on my phone though, so if I was, hold on, let me see. I got you. I got you, Jamil. Drop the link. I'm down in Camden County. Oh, okay. Jersey's in the building for real. Hey, listen, we claiming Zhang, all right, guys? Zhang is now, he's from Bloomfield, New Jersey. I'm going to try to run into him at a grocery store and try to get an interview. Oh, invited guest. Okay, got it. All right, here we go. I got y'all. I got y'all. Post a comment. Boom. Aha. See? Technology. Ah. Come on up. Facts. So we got Zhang. I keep hearing this name, Khalil Cole out of Jersey. Oh, Tim, what does GTD stand for? It's his name, right? GTD? What's GTD stand for? I thought it was Javante Tank Davis. All right, link is in the guess. Who we got in the back? We got YSM Sports Media. What up, Jamil?
What's good with you?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. Why you make me feel old? You don't remember the Martin episode where Tommy he had Tommy on the stand and he had his address book and he was
Oh
like,
yeah,
Tommy,
he's
what is
testifying.
yeah, he was like, Tommy, what does GTD stand for?
Oh, get them draws.
Yeah. So every time I see every time I
GTD.
yeah, that's all I can think of.
Oh yeah, with the oh yeah, I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh man, that shit was a classic.
How you
No, but
doing, brother?
I'm all right. I'm curious to see this kid, man. I want to see how good he is. I heard he's a former Olympian.
Give me 1 second.
So I want to see. I want to see like is Ryan just soft to the body or is this kid like just a killer? Hello?
Hello? My bad. My bad. Got a phone call. Got a phone call in the chat. Oh, I didn't know he was a former Olympian. Oh man, see, we all close, guys. So you know what that means. It's time for the link up. No excuses. Gotta figure it out. My fault. My fault, Jamil. Got a phone call, and I think when I clicked it, I kicked everybody out. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. So this is also a Lou DeBella production going on at This is a Lou DeBella show going on right here on the zone. So Lou actually puts on competitive fights. Uh, he also has George Kambosos, who will be back in the ring, I believe, July 20th or July 19th. Have to go. Drive safe. Have a great night. Good night, Miss Joette. Thank you. We hear you, fam. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I just had a phone call, so I think when I clicked it, I kicked Jamil off. But yeah, I didn't know the guy was a former Olympian. So another reason to watch the undercard or the fights going on tonight on the zone. I heard that a lot of people had issues with the zone triple and double charging their card when they try to order the Ryan pay-per-view. They issued a statement um, as to uh, as to the charges. I didn't read it, but I saw it. I meant to read it and make a mental note so I can speak about it later. But it looks like they're trying to correct whatever mistake happened. That's a lot of errors. Maybe they just weren't ready for that type of volume coming to the platform. Yes, Miss Joanne, thank you for stopping by the panel. Thank you to everyone that stopped by. Jamil, everybody, Edgar Chavez, Tim Layton. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means a lot just to come by and listen to me speak, to answer some questions, to give you guys some information. Um, So the dude that supposedly hurt Ryan in sparring is also on this fight card going on tonight on the zone. There's also this app called BXNG. Um, they're also having a fight card as well. It's an app you can download in the App Store, and I think it's a monthly subscription of 19.99. But once you get the app, you'll see how many different fight cards they put on. And if you're a Tim, have a great night, fellas. Yes, Mr. Webb, we will be seeing you. I'm actually going to jump off myself. We're at the 40-minute mark. I thank you guys for spending some time with me. I might start doing this, my little drive home, focus on boxing, answer some questions, give some new information that I'm learning. Information is out there, just it's hard to find it because it's scattered all over the place. But I want to be that conduit for a lot of people who just want to know when boxing's going on, who's fighting. I did drop a short video. I do shorts for the fights. I'm also going to start making sure I can post them in my community, which a lot of people don't see. But the community post is where I will put the fights, the undercard, where you can watch it on. Because sometimes there's different platforms or there's more than one that will show the fight. So I'm definitely going to start doing that. Um, Peace and thanks to everyone for stopping by. Guys, have a good night. I think there's 2 fight cards tomorrow. I'm gonna go get that information for you guys and put it out. It will be in my community post. If not, I will make a short video on it. I think this is on a pay-per-view. I'm not sure what the cost, but I'll give you guys that information. Thank you guys for stopping by. Undercard and boxing. Like and subscribe for all fight updates. Peace.